the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Rizichet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. C.J. McCollum is out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the center position, locking down the middle.
And throughout his career, McCollum has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. And there you see why, the consistency.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Rizichet. Outside Johnson. Picked up by a Kongwu. Here's McCollum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. McCollum's got his second basket on the night.
Well, that's nice work inside that time by McCollum, showing you a lot of skill and poise.
Fox for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
McCollum on the wing. To the inside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Again, Atlanta.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Howard with the ball. McCollum covering.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Fires for 3. Hook loose. Outside Rizichet. No good with the triple. Vassell outside. Pass to Howard. Lets the 3 fly. No luck on that one. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And you could argue Onyeka Kongwu is a little undersized at the center position. It's hard to overlook his impact here.
Well, that's because he contributes in so many areas. Blocks, steals, rebounds. He can make plays, you name it. And he keeps adding to his game year after year.
McCollum's shot is off.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Gets stolen by Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
Out to Fox. Pass to Howard. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And here's Johnson. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got 5 points.
You could see that one in his eyes. Johnson was looking to answer that three as he was coming up the floor.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Castle outside. Out left to the wing. There's Howard with the 3. McCollum pulls it in.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And it's Fox penetrating. And it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Out to McCollum from behind the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Look at the power of that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. A shot by Johnson, no good. Spurs trail by 5. Fox finds Wembanyama. Shoots over a Kongwu. Ooh, a little left that time as it drops.
Come on. 7+ feet guys like Wemby, they aren't supposed to.
Clean attitude and shooting. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, the early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another highlight highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
A line change here for San Antonio. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
Now Reese-J. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here. And the technical free throw is good. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach the agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the
That's right there. Awesome. Yeah, Johnson giving these fans a show.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Shot by Johnson, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Stripped away. Here we go, 1-on-1. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And good aggressive play. Johnson knows if he goes hard inside, he'll be rewarded with the whistle.
And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. You can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Hill. That one goes. Count it.
And I like whenever Hill attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
Pass to Waiters. Fires into the triple. It's a tie ball game.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. This will be his second trip to the free throw line with this one. So he hits the technical free throw. McCollum, he's checked in for Atlanta.
S.V.G. McCollum.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. They get it again. And he buries his first look.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Cornette sets a screen. McLaughlin pass to Cornette. Here's Champagny. There's the triple. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. McCollum pass to Kuminga. The three is up. Here's Landale. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Over to the left wing. Here's Champagny. And the three-pointer goes.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. Alexander Walker. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
These teams are finding the range. Showing a
So ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
C.J. McCollum has been leading the charge for Atlanta. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Luke Cornette out there with Johnson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Champagny at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
There's Alexander Walker, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Johnson for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 8 points now.
I like Johnson his focus at the perimeter. He's pretty careful about when he shoots the three.
Pass to Kuminga. Three-pointer. Count it. 1-for-1 to start the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Cornet sets a screen. Here's Champagny. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Now shooting the three ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Now here's McCollum. The D's right on him. That shot wide open.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Here's McLaughlin. No points so far. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
The three ball. Champagny, that's good.
Well, that's one in the first, and now here's his second in the quarter. The defense might want to run him off that run.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Olynyk checked in for Cornet. Wembanyama comes in for Johnson. Howard's checked in for Waters. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for McLaughlin. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Well, this team really trusts McCollum with the basketball. CJ makes great choices when he's running the offense.
And the shot goes down. Fox has got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Now here's Landale. Got a lot of room. And here's Kuminga for three. Gets the three ball to go. Kuminga's got his second bucket of the night.
Kuminga was waiting on that one. He was ready to fire.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talks about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read the point five, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers. I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Outside, Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. Goes up with the strike. Yes, on the jumper. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
Well, he's been doing this for over a decade in this league. He is a bucket getter, and he's having another monster night.
Takes the three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Atlanta leading by 6. Takes a 3. Doesn't go in. 3 for 4 in this game. Pass to Howard. Atlanta with a rebound. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they cross that line.
I just think you have to place more value on your possessions. We see in this league quite a bit. The more wide-open style can also lead to careless play.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Slicing in, De'Aaron Fox.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Devin Vassell comes in for Champagny. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu checked in for Landale. Risache comes in for Kuminga. And Daniels is subbed in for McCollum.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing.
Wembanyama pass to Fox. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Atlanta's ball. They're on an 18-7 run.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Spurs trail by 12. Fox the pass to Howard. The three-pointer off the mark.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team.
Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Unleashes the bounce pass, an accurate assist.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Count it good. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Now here's Risache. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent an early foul trouble.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Good on the second one. And the Hawks with possession here. They've led by as many as 14. Off target with the 3. Spurs trail by 11. On the wing to Sell. From outside the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one.
Always ready and willing to fire the Sell from the corner.
The kick out to Johnson. Tipped away. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
Someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Hawks, they've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together, they play for one another, they're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
And how about his dime dropping in the first half? That was something else.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around for his teammates and making everybody better.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 to Quinn Snyder. Daniels and Risa out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's McCollum at the 1. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Hits the trifecta. Risa-Shea's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's what Risa is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Barnes a screen. A drive by Wilson. Oh, the man's a rebound by Victor.
When you can get to the rim as easy as Wemby can, you might as well add a little extra something to it.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Back to McCollum. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 6. The ball finds Wembanyama. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Risa. From downtown. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight.
25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting a more percentage shot.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
He typically does most of his scoring in the mid-range or at the rim, but Johnson's showing you right there he does have that kind of range to rely on as well. That brings him to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And with the season just underway, here's a quick look at the early power rankings to see where we're at. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed, and they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Barnes passes to Howard. Back to Barnes. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. And now just a 2-point Atlanta lead.
That's a breakdown defensively. He he is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Fox with the ball. McCullough covering. Left side Barnes. For the lead. And again, it's the Spurs from East. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
The struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Here's S.V.G. Pass to Daniels. No good again that time. The Spurs have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hasn't been met in over 3 decades, BA. In the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
Barnes, no good. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Howard, the pass to Fox. Launches it. And there's Howard. That one's good. On the assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 7 tonight. Atlanta with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Pass to McCollum. Jacks up a 3. That won't go either for McCollum.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Johnson finds Daniels. And here's a Kungwu. Back to Daniels. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Daniels has got his first 2 points of the night. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
You have to be a fan of the energy they play with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Man, he gets to the rack in a hurry with all that length. Johnson putting it on display.
And here's the timeout for Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Kungwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for S.V.G. Heald's checked in for Daniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for McCullough.
The find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Shoots from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
The Hawks lead by 3.
Yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And Atlanta making a change here. Kispert's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks, number 24.
Alexander Walker, pass to Kispert. Back to Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Pass to Bryant. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Castle. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Here's Kispert. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Champagny. Connects from downtown. Champagny's got 14.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Castle. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. The Hawks leading. Field on the wing. 18 feet out. No good on the shot.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher in tight.
Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. He just didn't work.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Hield fires from... He beat the buzzer.
Knew he had it the whole time.
Whoa!
The heat to beat.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity. Okay?
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Luke Cornett. Stephon Castle is out there with Harper. And it's Bryant in at the power forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of the lead.
Back and forth, showing real confidence at the Hawks.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
McCollum, pass to Kispert. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 6 assists in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well. Using that length, Castle converting under duress.
There's McCollum with the 3. And Bryant pulls it down.
Well, his three-pointer just happened there in the second half.
From deep. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Atlanta leading by 3. McCollum pass to Kuminga. Out to McCollum. Knocks it down from distance. McCollum's got 21.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
From deep, Harper sends it home from three-point land.
the response from three. Dylan Harper clapped it back.
Big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Howard comes in for Bryant. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Kispert. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
And Allie, thanks. McCollum, pass to Kuminga. Out to McCollum. There's the three. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
That's going to take the lead for him, but it's shooting fortunately for the rest of the time. They come up and they have the lead.
Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Hey everyone, happy Tuesday.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Johnson with a bucket.
Well, that shows a lot of confidence right there. Johnson knowing how effective he can be off the catch.
Wembanyama. Yes. And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. He's got 9 points now in the second half. Alexander Walker with it. And Howard picks him up defensively. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Kuminga against Howard. Kuminga's shot is off.
You've got to love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Second personal
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Risache comes in for Kuminga. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Alexander Walker. Daniels passes to McCollum. Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Johnson. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got 21.
And when Johnson puts it all together like this, he is special. Right now, he is absolutely torching those guys.
Vassell's shot is good.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Daniels passes to McCollum. Back to Daniels. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Howard. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Over a Okongwu. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's got his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. It's a three-point game. McCollum against Hawks. Picked up by Okongwu. McCollum. And he gets the jumper to fall.
Well, McCollum is a proven scorer, but he's even more dangerous in big moments.
That's why we have this breakaway range.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Johnson. He launches. Oh, no good.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have a difficulty making.
There simply aren't many defenders who can hope to block Victor's shot. Sometimes fouling is your only option.
And so he hits both.
This team knows. They can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the hoop. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornett's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Johnson comes in for Howard. Castle's checked in for Champagnie. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Down the trifecta.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risache better than this.
The Hawks trailing.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Johnson who comes through.
Here's
there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim. C.J. McCollum rising to the occasion. What a clutch performance.
Shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. It's stolen by Johnson. Knocks it loose. Here's Castle. And so it's Mitch Johnson here. Calling timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why I called the TO. So San Antonio playing with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Johnson. Howard comes in for Castle. Champagne, he's checked in for the center. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. There's a three. Fox. Conley with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And explosion. Timeout calls Mitch Johnson. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in safe right here. What's the best strategy for him?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a three. Take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
So it's a hard victory for the Spurs.
So many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game.